Right now, police in Aurora are looking for the person they say hit a parked car, drove away, and then shot someone who tried to chase them. It started on Potomac Street near Mississippi. Someone saw a driver hit the parked car and followed them to 6th and Toledo. The driver shot that person and hit them in the arm as well as the chest. A neighbor took that person to the hospital where they were able to talk to investigators. Police say they're looking for a white SUV but haven't released any other information at this time.
New video gives us a lot more information about what happened before a Littleton police officer shot and killed a man on a stolen motorcycle. And it paints a different picture than what police initially told us. The shooting happened early last Thursday morning. Police got a call about a suspicious vehicle near an apartment complex. The initial press release from Littleton police said Stephen Poulsen was driving a motorcycle and crashed. It claimed when an officer tried to talk to Poulsen, he ran and pulled out a gun. Then the officer shot and killed him. 9 News obtained security video that shows the crash. You can see Poulsen on the bike at the top of your screen. The Littleton officer's car is on the left, and the officer hits him, knocking over the motorcycle. Then Poulsen ran. So we asked police why they left that detail out of the press release. The department told us the initial release was, quote, very preliminary information. The officer is on paid leave during the investigation.
This morning, there are still a lot of questions about what led up to a 12-year-old boy being shot and killed in a stolen car in Denver over the weekend. This happened on Sunday, and investigators say a man used an app to track his car, which had been stolen, to the Sun Valley neighborhood. According to police, the man went up to the car, was, quote, involved in an exchange of gunfire. Well, after, police say a kid drove the stolen car a few blocks away on West 10th Avenue. That's where police found 12-year-old Elias Armstrong in the car with a gunshot wound. Police believe other people in the stolen car ran away. The 12-year-old sadly died at the hospital. Police say they have spoken to the man who shot the boy, but he has not been arrested at this time. They say they're still looking into who shot their gun first. The 16th Street Mall could be a place where people in downtown Denver walk around and enjoy local shops. Instead, it's been the subject of safety concerns for months now.
9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is live now in Denver. And Brianna, how is the city addressing safety issues there?
Hey, good morning, Corey and Jordan. Yeah, so city officials say that they want to get to the root of the problem, whether that's mental health issues or substance abuse. They say that they want to provide the help people need. Now, we know that the Downtown Denver program launched a new plan to address safety issues about 90 days ago. So far, they say they've seen some improvement. Businesses in the area say they're doing what they can and making changes, like closing early or having 2 people working at all time for safety, but it's just not enough for some business owners. One who recently opened a cafe at the corner of 16th and California had no other choice but to shut her doors for good.
Our window was broken. Like the first day we opened, somebody came by and just took this giant thing and hit it against the window and broke the giant bay window. And it was a really, really exciting opportunity. But just not sustainable long term.
So we know the outreach team has referred to 88 treatments as well as resources, and they say they want to try to keep it this way. That way they're not circling people in and out of the criminal justice system. Back to you guys.
Yeah, they're saying that the answer here is not arresting people, but more so giving them resources, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they don't want to, just go in circles what they've been doing before. They want to actually provide the help that people need.
Yeah.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Well, Denver could get some more money from the state to help migrants who have come from the southern border. The state initially gave Denver $1.5 million in grants in December to help cover sheltering, transportation, and shelter staffing. Now, Denver's Department of Human Services is asking City Council to sign off on an extension of that grant. That would give the city another $1 million to help cover costs. The city estimates it spent $4.8 million so far to accommodate more than 4,500 migrants. Human Services told city councilors the new funding could be used to pay for 100 emergency shelter assistants that the city is in the process of hiring.
Doctors are trying to figure out why some kids develop allergies and asthma and if there's any way to prevent it. Right now, National Jewish Health is running a study to follow moms and babies from pregnancy through the toddler years. 9 News reporter Jennifer Meckles explains what they're hoping to do with all of this data.
Hey, sweet baby.
For little Bowen, the job is pretty easy.
You like this? Do you want to play with this?
She just sits and smiles on her mama's lap while Dr. Jessica Hui takes a couple of quick skin samples.
Bowen has been in this study since she was in my tummy.
Mom, Brooke Tippin, is part of this study too.
So I actually have history of allergies and asthma. And unfortunately, my oldest, who's 3, Lincoln, he also is going in that direction.
The incidence of allergies has increased over the last couple decades, and we really want to understand why.
National Jewish Health is part of a team running the Sunbeam study, following women from pregnancy until their baby turns 3, collecting skin, hair, and bodily fluid samples, and tracking families' environmental factors, from dust in the home to what the baby eats.
And we know that there's some sort of genetic factor, and there's also some sort of environmental factor going on. But in terms of how all of that plays a role, that's why we're doing Sunbeam.
I've seen many lives changed by research, many lives saved by research, and so I just felt fitting that I would give back some of our time and efforts to help some other kiddos.
Brooke spent years working as a pediatric nurse. From her healthcare perspective to her own household,
there's so much that could be learned about allergies that we just don't know of yet.
She hopes that her family's data can help future kids.
Jennifer Meckles reporting there. So the goal is to figure out why this happens, and then doctors can start working on prevention, education for pregnant women, and possibly a treatment for babies. National Jewish Health is still looking for families to be part of this study. It's observational only, no sticking you with needles. We have details on our website at 9news.com.
And one thing you want to know about the weather today, the statistics going for a high of just 33 degrees. The normal high would be 45. The record 73 from 1954, and the record low from 22 years ago, 15 below.